Hey YouTube, Frog Toad here. Just wanted to show you something I picked up at Walmart a while back and finally got to take it out for a test ride. It's a Winchester Duraseal spinning target. Now I saw this thing sitting on the shelf at Walmart and my first impression was that it was actually for a pellet gun or a BB gun or something like that. And then when I read the back of the box, it says it's for 22 and, how do they put it? Shoot-through design handles .17 caliber through most large caliber pistols and rifles. Okay, well that's a challenge I'm definitely going to take. For 12 bucks, we'll see what happens. Now we set this up, I think it was about 25 yards, and to be fair to it, we just shot it with a Marlin Model 60 22 long rifle, a Ruger 2245 22 pistol, and then I took a few pot shots at it with a Ruger 380, an LCP. So we just wanted to see how it would work and if we were going to keep it around, because it was actually pretty cheap. I think I spent, $10, $12 for it. So at the end of the day, we fired a couple hundred rounds at it. This is what it looked like. These are the small legs that go into here. Then you just set the thing on the ground. All in all, it actually did pretty good. We sure did hit it a few times. You see some grazing marks, and it left, I don't know if you can actually see those. Those are actually little holes. Then on the back side, yeah, it had some little blow-throughs, I guess. And yeah, it got hit in the middle a few times, and it spun just fine every time we hit it. It really wasn't a problem. When we hit it here and these places, it did jump out of the ground. We had to go reset it. But hey, for what you paid for it, it was fine. Didn't have any problems. One thing that surprised me, though, is that you look at it here on camera, and when I first picked it up, it just looks cheesy. It just doesn't look like it'll put up with a lot. And it definitely took at least one stray round. I'm almost positive that was with the 380. And it jumped out of the ground and laid down. And I figured I'd just run back over there and grab it. And no. I'm not a weak guy, but I can't bend that back. I'm going to have to stick that in a vise. So it's actually built quite a bit stronger than it looks. It definitely took some abuse, and it took some hits. You can see them right there, right where that bullet had to have gone somewheres. I don't know if it's inside there, I kind of doubt it. But it did not break. I kind of expected, and that's a 380 hit right there, I know that. And it didn't blow apart. I was actually kind of surprised and pretty impressed with it. Now, next time I take this out, I'm going to shoot at it with the 45 and see what it does. And then I'm going to push it out a little farther and pop it a few times with 223. And if it survives that, then we'll take it out to 100 and start plinking at it with a 308. I just want to see how good this is. Because one of the things that occurred to me after a while of playing with this was I really wish they sold just the spinners. Because if I could buy, 5 or 6 of these, I could make a nice rail to put them on, and I could have, 7 or 8 of these mounted high up. One of the things I didn't like about it was the way it's designed. This goes into here, and then you plant it in the ground. So it really ends up, maybe a couple inches out of the ground. Okay, at our range, it's okay. It's not that bad, but I'd sure like to see this up, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet up in the air. It would just be easier to shoot at, and definitely easier to see. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can get just the spinners. Because at least at this point in time, I'm pretty impressed with this for the money. And we actually made a mistake. Typical Frog Toad didn't quite read the box. It says right on the box to avoid using hollow point rounds because it makes quote-unquote bigger holes. Oops. This is what we shot at it all day with. So if that's, you know, bigger holes just for a matter of scale, you can see how small those holes really are. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like if I shoot at it with, you know, what they said I should have shot with it in the first place. And these holes here, that one there, and a couple up here, these were made by 380s. Now these are the right rounds according to the manufacturer that I should have been shooting it with. So if you kind of look at that, if now you can see that small hole right in front of the bullet. If the 380 did that, then you would think that if I used the right rounds in the 22, it'd make smaller holes and therefore last longer. Now I'm going to definitely try and blow this up. I want to see what it will take to destroy it, using it the way the manufacturer says. And when I get back, we'll make another video and tell you about it. Thanks for your time. Y'all have a great day.